Hello everyone, in this video we're going to draw Gary from Zootopia 2. Start by drawing a circle as a guide for the head. An easy way to draw a circle is to first make a couple of small marks to indicate the circle's height. And then on the sides make a couple more small marks to indicate the circle's width. Then just connect the small marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. Sketch lightly at first so that it's easy to erase if you make a mistake. Also pause the video as you follow along to draw at your own pace. Place the circle high up so that you have enough room at the bottom for the rest of the body. If you're having a hard time drawing a circle, it's okay to trace the outer edge of a bottle cap or a coin or anything else with a circular edge. Now draw a horizontal line across the head as a construction guide, and curve the line so that it contours to the shape of the circle. Place it slightly higher than the center of the circle too. And then draw another construction guide, a vertical construction guide this time, at the top. Now starting on the bottom right side, draw a long curved line for the first part of the body. Draw the line going to the left and then bring it downward. Now let's draw the guide for the rest of the body, and it's going to be coiled up, so let's draw it as a big shape and then we'll split it up later. So first draw a horizontal line for the top part of the big shape, and then draw a couple of sloping vertical lines on the sides. And notice how big this shape is in relation to the small head. It's very big. It's almost, I would say, 5 to 6 times bigger than the head. And then close off the shape at the bottom using another curved horizontal line. Now let's just divide the shape in half by drawing another curved horizontal line. This will help us place his the rest of his body later. And that's it for the guidelines. Now let's start on the final drawing. Inside the head, let's draw a couple of small ovals for the eyes. Place the first eye on top of the horizontal construction guide and to the right of the vertical guide. So let's lightly sketch an oval at first. And you want to sketch lightly at first and only darken the shapes, or only darken the lines when you get the shapes right. Okay, so you make the top part a little more narrow than the bottom. Now let's just darken the shape. And let's draw the other eye on the left side of the vertical construction guide and leave a little space, a thin space between the eyes. And this eye should be thinner too, because the head is turned. So don't make this eye as wide as this one, as the one on the right. It should fit between the construction guide and the left edge of the circle. Now let's draw the pupil inside by drawing a very thin oval inside each eye. And inside the eye on the left, draw it close to the right edge of the eye. And he has a very thin iris going around his pupil, but we're going to leave that out because you can't really tell it's there, because it's the same color as the inner part of the eye. Let's just shade in the pupils. And now let's draw the area around the eye. So we just basically go around the eye and draw a shape that sort of goes around it. So like the circumference of it. This will give the eye more structure. And then do the eye on the left as well. You can follow the path of the circle when you draw this side at the top. And now let's draw the top part of the muzzle. So let's draw a line that curves to the left, right below the eye on the left. Draw another curved line that curves to the left. And then the front part of the muzzle as a short vertical line. And now we're going to draw a wavy line that curves to the right for the top part of his open mouth. So let's draw a wavy section on the left side. And then curve the line to the right. And then let's use a couple of curved lines as we go to the right. So it curves up and then down and then up again. And you basically finish on the right edge of the initial circle. And let's add a small smile line on the right. And like I said, sketch lightly at first and only darken the lines when you get the shapes right. And let's draw a couple of small circles at the top for the nostrils. He has another small circle here too. I think it's for it's like a heat sensor or something that vipers have. Gary is a viper, I think. Pretty sure he's a type of viper. And let's draw his fang. He only has the one fang, the other one, he lost the other one. So let's just draw a thin, pointy shape similar to a long triangle for his one fang. Let's draw the bottom of his mouth using a curved line first for the side. And then draw the bottom jaw by following the basic path of the initial circle and then curving the line up to the right. So sketch lightly, then darken the line. And then at the top, curve the line back to the left toward the eyes, or toward the eye on the right. And as you darken the line, draw a couple of short angled lines to represent like a scaly texture. And let's draw the inside of the mouth by drawing another line that curves up and to the right. And draw the tongue. Let's draw a short line on the right side and then the tongue using long curved lines inside the mouth. And now let's draw the other side of the face using a curved line on the left side. And let's add a couple of lines inside the head for a bit of detail to emphasize the structure of the head. And now let's move on to the body. Okay, let's darken the curved line under the head for the first part of the body. We're going to be drawing the body in sections to make it a bit easier. And then let's draw another line to the left that's somewhat parallel to the first line. And make the top part a bit thinner than the bottom. And now follow the path of the guides and let's draw the coiled body along the path of the guides using curved lines. So let's draw a curved line, curved horizontal line at the bottom for the first coiled section of the body. So the body's going down and then coiling around itself. Sort of coiling to the right and then to the left behind and then back in front of itself. So this line here will represent the top edge of the first coiled section. And then it goes back in front of itself. So let's draw another horizontal line along the path of the guide. And then let's draw this side along the path of the guides as well. So this shape is going to the right and then back around behind itself. So let's draw this shape going around itself this way by drawing a couple of curved lines. And this will be also the top edge of another coil. So now that it went around behind it, now it's coming back around this way in front of it. So let's draw another long horizontal line for it. And let's draw the other side of this coil along the path of the guide as well. Notice how the sections are getting wider too. The farther along the bottom we go, the wider they get. And then at the very bottom, it is thinner at the very bottom because that's where the tail is. So let's darken the bottom path of the initial guideline and then curve the line up to create the tip of the tail. So sketch lightly at first and then darken the line to create the tip of the tail. So the tail is kind of coming from the bottom and then peeking in from the bottom. Then just darken the lines just to emphasize the shapes. And then you also want to draw a bit of detail on the scales. So let's draw the separation of the scales at the top. You can't really see it at the bottom, so just draw it at the top and draw a curved line that follows the shape of the body. And then just draw a series of short horizontal lines on the left side to represent the scales under the body. And after that, just draw a couple of, you don't have to draw every individual scale, just draw a couple of curved lines, small U-shaped lines, just to indicate the texture. This will be enough to indicate that there's scales on this shape. So just draw a couple of U-shaped lines and then curve the lines as you go along. So here they're more similar to the letter C. So just a couple of small curved lines. And then just throughout the body, just small C-shaped lines, just to indicate a bit of texture. And just those lines give enough of an indication that this is a scaly body. And on the tail, let's draw a couple of, because it's sort of being flipped up, let's draw a couple of short horizontal lines as if to to indicate that we're seeing the underside of the tail as well. So draw another separation. So a long curved line for the separation of the scales shapes, and then horizontal lines for the underside. And let's draw a few more scales for more texture. And draw them smaller too on the tail. So if you add some on the tail, make the little shapes smaller than those on top of the body. And that's it for Gary. Now go over the final lines with permanent ink, erase the guides, and color your drawing. The next few steps are sped up, but make sure that you go over your final line slowly and carefully to avoid any accidents. For more tutorials like this one, please visit EasyDrawingTutorials.com. Let me know in the comments how your drawing turned out. Don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep drawing.